What's up, guys? ENZT here, and I got a gameplay for you of me. That was a really weird intro. This is a gameplay of me on Erosion. I was playing with some subscribers, Marksman and Tidro. Well, Tidro's kind of not a subscriber, but whatever. But I was just playing with them, and I just got this gameplay, so I felt like I would put it up. It's 51-5 gameplay with the MP7. It's a Moab. I get one Moab in it. Other than that, it's nothing too special. I just want to use it as a backdrop because it's about 8 minutes long, which is about how much time. Oh my god, that Jägermaster faggot on the other team. Oh god, that guy pissed me off. But what I want to talk about though is I was sitting on Twitter earlier this morning, and I was just kind of looking, and I see trending worldwide is the Xbox 720. So I click it and I do a little research because I do stuff myself. Thank you very much. It still makes me angry that people shut up phone. It still makes me angry that people don't do stuff for themselves. But I did a little research on why it's trending, and the Xbox 720 got leaked, and oh my god, that's pretty good news. So I found a website that had the all the specs and everything that it was leaked from it, and I think it said it was like a 51-page document, something like that. A 50-something page document on the Xbox 720 was leaked. So I just kind of I went around and I just started like looking up all the stuff on it, and honestly, I'm pretty impressed with what they have on it so far. First off, my analogy for what the Xbox 720 is, it's the Xbox, but it's the PS3. That's kind of what my analogy is for it so far. And basically the reason for that is that the specs on it, kind of specs I guess, the things that it's going to be including is it's going to have Blu-ray. It will have full 1080p with 3D option. It has always on option. You know how like when you have a PS3 or a PS2, it has that little like red light on it? That's kind of what they mean by the always on option. It's basically like it's always running kind of. It's using very little power, but it's always like on and consistently doing something. One of the things I'm really impressed by is going to have 6 times the performance on it, and 6 times is a lot. That's a lot of times. that's a lot of multiplication there, and I'm really excited to see how fast. Well, not how fast, but like how fast all the loading screens are going to be, and how much it's able to just everything it's going to be able to do actually with 6 times the performance. Just to put in perspective, one thing that they said a long time ago, or Microsoft said a long time ago, is that if you know how like when you go into a game of like San Andreas and you start playing it, and like all the different people seem to have their own like objectives, so almost that's actually not true. All the people have like just like the same variations of the same objective. It's like they have the same sort of like thought process going on in their mind. With the 6 times performance capability, apparently every single person you'll see in a crowd in Assassin's Creed or Grand Theft Auto, every single person, every different character model will have a different objective and different thought process on them, and that's a lot actually. Obviously there's going to be some repeats because you can't have just infinite amount. That's kind of ridiculous. I don't think that we're going to be there anytime soon. So that's kind of an example of what the performance will look like and what its capabilities will be. Next up, we have adjustable CPU cores, and I'm not sure if I took this the right way or not. I'm not sure if I read this correctly, but the way I saw it is like how like when you have a PC, you can open it up and you can add in more parts to it. That's kind of what I saw with the Xbox 720. I'm not too sure if that's correct though. I'm not too sure if I read that wrong. So feel free to correct me on that. I will not like yell at you or anything. I'm definitely not too sure on what exactly that means, because I just feel like it. I'm pretty sure it means like how like you can add in more sticks of like RAM and stuff into. If I said that wrong, I'm gonna go kill myself. But you can add in like more RAM to like a PC. You can add in different parts and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing what they mean with adjustable CPU cores. Next up on my list, I see backwards compatibility. Xbox 360 already had that, but it didn't like fully work. It was kind of weird. It was like some games worked, some games didn't. I remember you couldn't play Halo 1, but you could play Halo 2 on Xbox 360. I don't use backwards compatibility anymore, but I would definitely use it on the 720 as long as people are still playing the games. Next up though, we have Kinect 2. Now, I'm not a big fan of Kinect, but the fact that it comes with the Xbox 720, completely okay with it. I'm not gonna say, oh no, I'm getting another free thing. Well, it's not free, but like I'm getting another thing with my. No, I really I'm actually happy. If it comes with every single model, Kinect comes with every single model, I'll take it. Why not? It's just that's a good idea. I like it. One of the interesting things I saw was that it has TV on it, and the TV has a built-in DVR. This is basically one of the analogies the websites used on it was that it's basically like a giant, not giant, it's basically like a tiny home, everything you want in a home entertainment, all in one little package. And that kind of made me, it was just like, it's so interesting to see that it's all like one tiny little package too. Now, I'm not sure if like the concept art, this was also mentioned in the article I'm going to be linking in the description, but I'm not sure if it, like, that's the main concept art, that's going to be what it looks like, because it looked pretty freaking simple. It looked too simple almost. If you look at the concept art, the little pictures on the page, that was the one that came with the little, with the packet they found, or that got leaked or whatever. It's just like a black, like, thin little box with like a little eyeball sort of thing on it. That's kind of how I like describe it. Like, it's like an Asian eyeball actually, but you know, oh, he's racist. But if it's really that small, that is freaking impressive in my opinion, because that was a pretty like tiny little like home entertainment system. If that's gonna be all of it, there's the Moab. There we go. Next up, we have the price. It is set to have a $300 price tag. $300 for Blu-ray, full 1080p with 3D, always on, 6 times performance, adjustable CPU cores, backwards compatibility, Kinect 2, TV, DVR. That's a good deal in my opinion. Just for $100 more than you can buy the cheapest Xbox, for $100 more you can get all of that. That's, in my opinion, if they actually make it $300 with a 10-year life cycle. That's not a warranty, by the way. That's just a 10-year life cycle. It's gonna like be. They're not going to come out with another Xbox for another 10 years after that. So they expect this thing to last a long time. But for $300, just all of that, I think that's a good deal. That's a good deal in my opinion. One of the interesting things though I saw was that this article that they used, it was made in 2010. These were all, these little like schematics and stuff they found, this was from 2 years ago. Almost, actually halfway into 3. Like 2.5 years ago this was made. That's kind of crazy. It's like, that makes me wonder too, like why did they not just like release it 2 years ago? I don't understand why they did that. It's just, it's something weird, I guess. There probably is a reason for it. I mean, why wouldn't there be a reason for it? Ooh, that guy got crapped on. But it makes me think, like, why would they not release this 2 years ago if this whole packet was made 2 years ago? And if it was made two years ago, how much more have they added on it? Like, how, because technology changes every single like moment of our lives. But I guess that's the next part of a commentary if I ever happen to do one. Tidro gets his little 360 here. Get crapped on. There you go. Thank you guys for watching, though. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you. See ya.